Hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? I'm the only one commentating this one, so I'm the only voice you should be hearing right now. Hello, Squid Gears. Hello, Henry Wan. Good to see you're on as well. Just gonna wait for confirmation that you guys can hear me, and we'll get on with the tourney. And I'll adjust the names while we're at it. Yeah, I like the transition as well. Awesome, you can hear me. Perfect. Got 8 people in the chat. It's good to see. And our first contestants, as you can see, Vineyard against the Piper and Drummer. I know Vineyard's around. I don't know if he can stay for the whole tourney, but we'll see. Not sure about the Piper and Drummer, but... Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's in Discord. Fantastic. He's just logging in the Parsec and everything. It's good to see. I will announce when it's your turn in the tourney talks instead of tourney calls, just to make sure everyone has the role and we're not trying to ping people who don't have it, just in case, because we've had issues before. And I'll just ping both of you, and we'll see if we have any problems. Yeah, Vineyard's on. Piper and Drummer's just logging in and stuff. Probably hasn't been on Parsec for a while, so... Yeah, unfortunately it forces you to log in. But I know the Piper and Drummer's pretty good himself. I don't know how much he's been practicing lately. Haven't seen him that much in the Discord, but he's been hovering around, so... Obviously, Vineyard, we know him. He's relatively new, but he has a champion title now, so... Not someone to underestimate. I think this will be a good fight to start us off. And so Vineyard will be on the left side because his name's on top. That's how we're going to do it, and then we'll just switch. And obviously, if we need to for the third round, we'll just do a dice roll or something to see who gets the left side, or whatever side they pick. Usually it's the left side. I think I'll just turn off music for this. Because sometimes the music in that arena we like to use gets a bit old. So, I think you guys want to hear my commentary a bit more than the same old music. Anyway, let's get started. Hearing you guys connecting. Should be Vineyard on the left. Oh yeah, someone might need keyboard too. That could be a problem, so... Do let me know. Okay, everyone's good. Perfect. I know the Piper and Drummer has played Alexander before. He's going with Isabella, though. Which, yeah, that's another character he uses, so... And Vineyard's going for Gideon, not going for Zera right off the gate. Yeah, I think that's Vineyard in the chat. He says he's starving, so he needs to get this done fast. Yeah. It should go pretty smoothly. This format is shorter than the round robin, so... Okay, I guess Vineyard's just getting a feel there. Throwing cuts at a measure. Hopefully he's not lagging too much. Somebody paused. I'll check Discord really quickly. Everything okay? I'll just unpause, see what they do. Feel free to pause if there's lag or anything. Obviously, if there's delay, though, you're just going to have to fight through it. He's doing swing and it's grabbing. That's weird, because nobody has keyboard. I'm not touching anything. So, I think you're pressing both buttons at the same time, Vinard. That might be what's happening. Because I know that can cause you to push or grab. Anyway, Vinard got the first point. Nice cut to the head there, well timed. It's 2 points. Yeah, I have not changed the bindings either, so they should all be default. Nice thrust by the Piper. There we go, he finishes it off there. That was a bit weird, the way that interaction happened, but he finished it off, so that was well done. Nice thrust into his opening there. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Vinard, but he's doing well considering. Well, Vinard gets in close there, but the Piper just punishes him there. 2-2. And neither fighter's getting too aggressive. They're taking their time, getting their rhythm. There's a double there. Nicely done. Yeah, Piper trying to get a sneaky thrust in there, but he ends up trading with that cut there. But he had a bigger cut there, so he ended up winning. Both of these characters have a lot of HP, and I used to think Isabella has the advantage, but honestly Gideon can give her a really good fight in the right hands. Cut into thrust to the face there, got tagged on the way in, but she tanks it as usual, so... Piper and Drummer just needs one more. Missed the cut, bash, but Isabella is so fast, so he's able to follow it up. And so that's a win for the Piper. Now we just switch sides. Yeah, there's nothing wrong on my end. I can verify if you want, but I have definitely not changed anything regarding the controls. Like I can show you here, like, it's all the default stuff, right? I haven't messed with anything. So I don't know what's going on your end. I can even restore defaults. I'll click that just to make sure if you want. Yeah, so they're definitely default now. There's no way. You have only low attack. Yeah, that's a good point, Roderick. Is that a virtual or a physical controller? Virtual. Yeah, these technical difficulties happen. Sometimes we'll see if we can't work it out, because, I mean, Vinner did really well considering that issue he was having, I would say. His timing was really nice on those cuts at first. But the Piper got his rhythm, so... Alright, switch sides. Okay, we're seeing a switch of characters by both fighters, by the look of it. Oh yeah, I should switch the names up. Yeah, I don't know, Roderick. Hang on. Can either of you guys back out? Because I can't. Hang on. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, no, you're on the left now. In fact, I'll go into commentators chat, guys. You guys can feel free to join me there. It'll be easier for you to hear me then, and that way you won't have to listen to the stream. Because I know that can cause connection issues. Yeah, that'll probably help us out here. Okay, that should sort everything out there. Now let me just switch the names. Thanks, Roderick. Okay, so he went back to Isabella, but we're seeing, as I expected, Vinard's going for Zera here. Zera's the character that won him the champion title, so definitely going all in here with that pick. Hopefully Vinard's not having problems. He's cutting out of range and getting himself tired. Ooh, Piper and Drummer goes for a push. Of course, when you try and push someone in the middle of a cut, it doesn't quite work. So Vinard gets a point there. Vinard going for the high stance, leaves him wide open, but he forces the double there. Looks so goofy. Definitely a way to humiliate your opponent as well. Nice sidestep. Vinard was just out of range of that stab. And that gives him another point. I think he's okay now. Sidestep by Vinard, but they both cut each other there. Yeah, these head twists are kind of hilarious. Yeah, that's a good point. If you do inputs really quickly, it makes you do a grab. That might have been what was happening. Piper and Drummer going for a push there, but he gets cut. I don't think that was what he meant to do. It happens sometimes. Oh, someone, hang on. Someone paused. Let's hopefully there's nothing going on. Alright, Vinard says it's fine. I think the Piper is fine as well. Oh, Vinard getting really close there. I think a bit too close. Zera might be taller. He might have the longer weapon. But some of his cuts are really good in that close range game. So I think push attempt there failed. And Vinard wins a flawless round there. Nicely done. Yeah, it has to be something with Parsec or whatever. Alright, so here's how this is going to work. We're going to do the dice thing we do in my tourneys. So if we get an even number, the guy on the top, that being Vinard, will get the choice of side. If it's an odd number, the Piper and Drummer will get the choice. Alright, so we're going to roll it. 6. That means Vinard gets the choice. Let me know what you want. Yeah, Vinard's really good with Zera, actually. Vinard wants the right side. That means I don't have to change the names, too, so that's nice. Okay, that's an interesting choice. That means the Piper and Drummer will stay on the left side. Yeah, that dual key thing's really annoying because some people press those buttons really fast. So, all right, so the Piper and Drummer goes with Alexander now. Definitely a character he's very familiar with. So, and I think that was a really good choice in his part because I found Alexander is a hard counter to Zera. Because Zera does all these wild swings, and Alexander, of course, has this amazing guard and really good footwork. So, ooh, that was a nice head bob there. Good exchange. Both fighters a bit too close, but they hit each other in the head. Very nice dodge, though. I think he was just a bit too close. Lunge by the Piper, and he gets his hand cut off. Yeah, a good Zera player can definitely exploit Alexander's weaknesses, but I think a really good Alexander player has the edge. Nice cut to the body by Vinard. Vinard has, of course, fought my Alexander before, so he definitely knows how to get around his defense. So this is going to be a tough fight nonetheless by the look of it. Thrust attempt misses, and that cut just doesn't quite kill Zera. So Vinard's able to hit him right back. Oh yeah, gif of that head bob, if that's what you're talking about. That would be really cool. So, Piper, oh, nice. Nicely done. That was perfectly timed, too. He did the other one, where you do the upward Hellish Quart cut into the arm there, and it scored him a point there. I don't tend to use those head bobs, but if you use them right, man, they catch your opponent right off guard. Nicely done. Downward cut and the sideways X cut. Hits the arm there. I'm an Alexander main, so I recognize all these moves. Thrust attempt by the Piper, but Vinard sidesteps that, which is exactly what you want to do, and cuts his head. Alright, so Vinard just needs one more, and he'll actually win this. And he said he has to go shopping. I'm definitely willing to wait a bit for him. Oh, Zera wins the trade there. Nice cut to the thigh there by the look of it. Vinard wins. GG to both fighters. Yeah, no problem. I hope to see you in more tournaments, Piper. Yeah, it's awesome to see you two fight. So Vinard moves on, but as I said before, I'm definitely willing to wait since we got more matches down the road. And yours is going to be one of the later ones at this point, so. Alright, he'll be back in 30. We'll see how that goes. For now, I'm going to be fighting Maestro Cake, and that'll be a hell of a fight. It always is when we fight in private PvP matches, so. Really pumped for that one. For the longest time, we never got a chance to fight each other in tournaments, too, and we've been longing for that moment. But now we seem to meet each other pretty often in tournaments, and that's really good to see. Oh yeah, I should ping him, too. Oh, never mind, he's here. No point in doing that. Alright. Of course, he's in the same house as Sir Velociraptor, so that's his brother. And yeah, I should deal with the names. Even I'm forgetting that now. So. I'm going to get the left side, of course. Oh yeah, that should be a fantastic fight. I'm gonna be quiet though for it, so you're not really gonna get commentary. Oh man, nicely done. Kicked my ass. Alright. I'm gonna switch sides now. Oh my god, that same cut. Good fight. He doesn't block that, I swear. But still, that was really nicely done. That's one of his weaknesses, and you exploited it, so well done. So I'm knocked out right away in my own tourney, but you know what? That's fine. It was against Maestro Cake, so I don't feel bad about that. Yeah, that his thrust is really nasty, but of course the problem with that one is it also leaves that same opening open that he was exploiting there, so it's tough for sure. I thought I was getting the timing a little bit on there, not quite. Managed to punish a few of his upward cuts, but it wasn't enough, so very good fight. Now it's going to be Henry Wong against Roderick, so Roderick's up now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, as I was swinging, he was able to just tag my hand each time, so. Okay, Henry Wong will take the left side. Yeah, GG, Maestro. Oh, nice. Alright, so Henry Wong recorded that head bomb, so we can totally turn that into a GIF now. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite moves when it works, but not a move I like using. I just feel like it leaves you exposed for a bit too long. Alright. See who Henry Wong uses. I know Roderick likes sabers. Oh, so people might need a keyboard. I think Roderick uses keyboard if I recall. I forget. Yeah, let me check. Oh yeah, Henry Wong's on keyboard. Yeah. Okay. I don't play him very much. I think Roderick doesn't. Oh, Henry Wong's got a controller. Okay, but Roderick uses keyboard. Yeah. Okay. So I'm remembering correctly. His gamepad is a bit temperamental. Okay, that's what's going on. Yeah. So let's give a give it a try again. I can also reset gamepads. Haven't had to do that as much lately, but sometimes still gotta do that to get everything to work. Oh, he doesn't know which side. Left. Yeah, just say again, you guys can enter commentators chat instead of listening to the stream. That way you can hear me and we don't have to chat through Discord necessarily. It'll be helpful, I think, because then you don't have to waste bandwidth running the stream in the background to hear me. I think he's still having problems. I'll let you try resetting gamepads. That won't hurt. Okay, Roderick's listening stuff. Good. All right. Oh, there's a commentator's channel. Oh, no, no. I reset the gamepad. Yeah, Parsec has a button to reset gamepads. You didn't. Well, I mean, that helps too. I'm plugging and plugging back in, but to reset them, all you need to do is press the button, the host, that is. Okay, I think both fighters are in. Henry Wong, I don't know who he's going to pick, actually. He's going with Isabella by the look of it. I think we're seeing a Gideon from Roderick. Alright. I think we're still having problems. I can't back out, so... Apparently I have control on keyboard. That's weird. I'll see if I can't select, and then we can back out. Apparently I can't, even though I have control. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but can't back out, so... Yeah, Maestro Cake won the match. 2-0 as well. No, Henry Wan's in. I don't think that's the problem. I don't know what's going on. I can't back out. I can move this, though, for some reason. Alright, I gotta X out of the game at this point. Wait, did I? Okay, thank you for catching that, Toasted Bread. Yeah, no, Maestro Cake won. What the hell am I doing? There we go, that's fixed now. Yeah, I know I need to select, but nothing I was pressing was selecting it. So, alright, let's go again. Yeah, feel free to call me out if I make a mistake like that. Okay, Henry Wong's in. Roderick's in. Roderick can move. Henry Wong can move. We should be okay. He's going with Kalkstein. What's going on? And now I can't back out again. Is someone using a keyboard splitter? What's happening? That's the only thing I can think of at this point, because both of them are in, but for some reason, I think the guy with keyboard's able to control both or something. At this point, I can't back out. I can only select. Well, I can move. I can't even select. Pressing 5, which is supposed to be to select, but it doesn't work. I don't know why I have control, because I didn't press anything. Oh, man. I suppose it's better to have it happen at the beginning than later. I mean, I'll try resetting gamepad again. I shouldn't have to, but we can give that a try. Okay, gamepads are reset. Yeah, Roderick has keyboard. Henry Wan should be good. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm hearing one of them connect. That's Henry Wan. Roderick it should be in. What's happening? Okay. So he's on Gideon. Okay, Marie. This is odd. Are they both trying to control the same one? Because I've seen different character choices. Oh, that was an accident. Okay. Alright, I hear you. But the rest aren't accidents. Okay. Yeah, you don't have keyboard. I didn't give it to you, so... I mean, do you want it? You could give that a try, but I don't know if that would help. Because your gamepad seems to be working. Okay. So Henry Wong says he can use many characters, so he chooses randomly. That's interesting. Sounds a lot like Picado, actually. So you're not the only one who does that. Equally bad. You're pretty good, man. I wouldn't say you're bad. Though Picado is just, he's not even human. He's so good. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Right side's moving, left side's moving. I think what's happening now is Roderick can't select. Like, he's able to move, but he can't select. Oh, did he select? Okay, he selected there. We're all good now, I think. I don't know why, but doing it over and over again seems to have fixed it, so. We got Laszlo against Gideon. Henry Wong going for a lunge there. I think he's testing the waters with that. And both fighters are just waiting. Ooh, nice stab by Roderick. Doesn't secure the kill of it, though. Sometimes it's hit and miss as to whether it kills. And then there's the 1-2 into the stab that Zero Null likes to use. Henry Wong gets the first point with that. I think both fighters are waiting for that kill shot. Yeah. Nicely done by Henry Wong. Cut to the arm. Cut to the arm twice in a row by Roderick, though, in turn. Getting just tanking that first cut. So now it's 1-1. Ooh, fighters get really close. I think Roderick was a bit too close for that stab. He paid for it, but didn't get killed. He's still in the game. Short exchange there. Push attempt or grab attempt by Roderick. Push attempt by Henry Wong, but he gets punished for it. We're seeing a lot of pushes in this tourney, but they've been nerfed pretty severely. So you really gotta time them. Like, I managed to pull a push off in my fight against Maestro, but it was only after stunning my opponent. Roderick with a nice cut to the hand there. And standing up, too. That's kind of funny. Well, Roderick, the 1-2. I don't know how Henry Wong caught him a little bit there, but he did, apparently. it didn't end up mattering, so. Roderick going for some feints there. Ooh, nice cut to the leg there, using making the most of his range there with that cut. Backs off when he sees that thrust. And Henry Wong is not only tired, but injured. So, oh, he went... I don't think he meant to kick there, but unfortunately that kick was punished. So, yeah, a kick is probably the last thing you'd want to do in a situation like that, but it happens. It's just an automatic thing when you get a bit too close. So... Alright, we're going to switch sides now. Yeah, exactly. You were too close. Yeah, unintentional push. Yeah, it happens. A weird amount of unintentional pushes this time around, but, you know, when you're pressing buttons really quickly, it's definitely very possible to accidentally do that. I do that sometimes. So, I guess we're just seeing some poor luck. And Roderick seems to be good. I don't know what's going on with Henry Wong, but... Sides should be fine. I can't move now. That was me selecting, to be clear. I was trying to get us out of that situation there. Let's try that again. So now I can select with 5 if we get caught up with that issue again. Okay, Henry Wong. Sorry, Roderick. Roderick's got Gideon there. So now it's Henry Wong who's having the problem. It's like the right side is cursed or something. Oh, is that him selecting? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I didn't press anything that time, so... But Henry Wong, move if you can play. Alright, clearly something's going wrong here. Oh, he selected left by accident. Okay. Yeah, you're not on the left. You're on the right. Alright, go ahead, Roderick. Go ahead, Henry. There you go. Okay. So presumably that was Roderick this time. I don't know what's going on here. I think they both have control over the same side again. Oh, he can move? Okay. Go ahead and select. That wasn't me, so... Yeah, select whoever you... Is there lag or something? Or are you just unable to select for some reason? Let me check. Okay, him again. So Roderick now, for some reason, has control over both sides. I think Henry Wong had control over both sides before, so it's like it's been reversed. I think Xing out of the game fixed it, so... Yeah, let's try that. Oh, man. Alright, let's go. Okay, so Roderick's good. Henry Won, I guess, is good. Alright. I guess I gotta X out of the game and then get back in the game to fix it. And if that doesn't work, do it again. Yeah, so Roderick's got one round under his belt. He just needs one more. And then he takes this match. Henry Won switching to Calc here. I think he wants to use that straight blade to his advantage, the reach of it. Roderick trying to close the distance with that thrust. Gets stabbed in the chest. His cuts fail, though. He can't land those cuts even that close. Henry Won managing to block them, but he's tired now. I guess tired of hitting Gideon. There you go. He finished it off, though, so it didn't matter. It's a weird thing that happens to Marie, too, because Marie sometimes struggles to kill her opponent, and she actually can get tired if she hits her opponent a bunch of times. Yeah, both fighters... Ooh, nice. Good cut by Henry there, but unfortunately, in the middle of that cut, he didn't have a chance to guard that double, so... Still just one for Henry, but that was nicely done, I think. Well, the thrust just barely didn't land there, and Roderick saw an opening and took it. 1-1. Yeah, both fighters are definitely taking it slow. They don't want to just charge in. I think especially Henry Won wants to play that way because he's got the reach there. Nice stab to the arm there. But it's also a good way to play Gideon, too. You want to wait until you've got an opportunity. Amazingly, Calc actually won that trade. So that gives Henry another point. Roderick trying to find a way to just close the distance. That is something he does have to do because he's got a shorter weapon. Plus it's curved. Yeah, using that stab to close the distance, retreats and then back and then gets a cut there to the arm. Very nicely done. Upward cut. That is one thing Gideon can do with those thrusts, is even if they don't kill, he can at least close that distance. Henry Won with, I think that was 3 different attacks, but only 2 were clear there. Unfortunately, Gideon just did not die, though. He is getting tired, though, so the wounds did take their toll. Roderick is looking to get that decisive blow in, probably. Henry Won trying to keep his distance. He doesn't want to take any risks, which is good. Oh, man. now, oh, man, Roderick got some blows, but he's tired. He survived the initial cut, though. Wow, that was nuts. But Henry Won comes out on top there. Henry Won had an advantage, but he didn't want to get too aggressive in exploiting it. And it managed to pay off there. They both try thrusting, no dice. And Roderick just keeps up the pressure of those cuts. And unfortunately, Henry Won couldn't guard all of them, so he gets a point. Yeah, Roderick now trying to close that distance. That thrust has been working really well for him. Hasn't been getting kills, but it's been enabling him to close that distance and draw blood. And Henry Won just needs one more. Still not playing aggressive, though, playing it calm here. Oh, but Roderick, with a nice sidestep there, cuts to the arm. Roderick needs one more to just win the match flat out. So we might see some aggressive play from him. Yeah, trying to go for that thrust, but Calc can sometimes block it. Henry Won blocked it nicely there, but then he gets stabbed. Nicely done, changed up the angle and hit him there. Alright, good fight, guys. Had some issues there, but, you know, it happens. I almost gave Henry Wong 90 points. Jeez. Okay, so now we've got the brothers fighting. Velociraptor against Maestro Cake. That'll be a really good fight. I imagine it'll come down to the third round, and it'll just be the most vicious fight you've ever seen. Since they're brothers. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's Toasted and Murrow. I was looking at the list here. Yeah, okay, you're right. It'll be Toasted and Murrow's off. Yeah, both of these guys are really good. I've seen some really good Gideon gameplay by Morozov. And Toasted Bread is a monster with Zera, so definitely will be a fight to watch. Yeah, you're right, Eve. I know. Alright, go ahead and join. Toasted Bread will take the left side. Alright, we got Toasted Bread in. Morozov's here. Just not in yet. Toasted Bread has insane ping on my host. In the 20s. So I'm guessing we're pretty close in North America. Yeah, and Morozov's ping's good too, considering where he is. I'm pretty sure neither of them need keyboard, so I think we can just play. So that'll be Toasted Bread on the left. And I'm guessing Toasted Bread is going to go for Zera. We might see a Gideon from Morozov or a Laszlo. Morozov seems to be contemplating. He's going for Laszlo. Interesting. He's been doing really well with Gideon, and I dare say, on a good day, his Gideon is absolutely nuts. Better than Ilksus, actually. Or maybe I was having a rough day at the time, but he was more challenging to fight than Ilksus with Gideon. I had an easier time with Laszlo, but we'll see how he stacks up. He's definitely not a pushover with Laszlo either. Nice lunge there to start off. Doesn't get the kill, though. Oh, yeah, you bet it'll be a good fight. Morozov trying to push the advantage there. Doesn't quite get a kill. Toasted's tired. That one blow definitely did a number. And that thrust missed. Morozov just flicking that long sword away. And gets a good kill. Oh, wow. 30 centimeters away from his brother, Henry Wong, does not get ping like that. Yeah, so he's definitely really close. But Toasted Bread gets the kill there. They both trade. That cut to the neck just doesn't quite kill him. So that's another point for Toasted Bread. Vineyard's back. Very good timing indeed. We had some technical problems, so that probably helped, but it worked out in the end, so that's good. Blade beat there by Toasted Bread, but he has trouble following it up there because of the distance. Another high guard attempt. Ooh, exchange. They both hit each other. Another double. Both fighters keeping their spacing. Oh yeah, Toasted Bread backing off and doing those quick downward cuts. Those can be pretty hard to deal with Xerax. They come out faster than you think, and he has plenty of reach when he does them. Definitely a problem for a Saber. We've seen that holy stance by Toasted Bread now. He's told me he uses that for spacing and whatnot, which is exactly how you want to use it. If you ever fight Pecola, that's exactly how he uses it too. Nice holy stance thrust into the arm. It's a very hard move to block, and just a hard stance to deal with overall. You think he's open, but not quite. Backs away, uses the reach of his weapon, and cuts that wrist there. Very nicely done. Okay. So that's a win for Toasted Red, unsurprisingly. Because Toasted Red is just insane. And I think we're going to see Gideon out of Morozov now that he has to win this next match. Or next round to move on, so. Yeah, let's see what Morozov does. Yeah, just as I expected, he's coming out with that Gideon. I think he should have done that from the get-go, from what I've seen from him, but... Yeah, Toasted Bread wins that first engagement, though. Well, because the katana is much more historically implausible for the setting, right? Yeah, good thrust by Toasted Bread. That long guard just doesn't quite protect Gideon from it there. You know, plus a monk who knows how to sword fight and a monk with a sword in general makes a lot of sense, actually, right? Because many of these guys were scholars, they had access to texts, and some of them had free time, so... Some of them absolutely knew how to sword fight. I think the drunk part's the only part that's kind of hard to believe, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, good job by Morozov there. Well, getting very close there. Blades get caught. But Morozov comes out on top there. That curved blade really comes in handy at that short range because you can just draw it back and get a cut. Whereas Xera would really struggle in that kind of close range. Both using long guard here. Morozov trying to close the distance. I think he had an opportunity there. It's hard to say with Xera, though. Toasted Bread interestingly went for a holy stance attack. It got punished. Well, Alexander is, actually, because he's from the Ottoman Empire, right? And believe it or not, Alexander is a real character. Very nicely done by Toasted Bread. Sorry, just responding to the chat there. So, yeah, he's definitely not the typical Polish character, but he was a mayor in a city, so he's a real person. Of anything, he's the most real character in the game. Nicely done with the windmill by Toasted Bread. And that's a win for Toasted Bread. Yeah, good fights. It was intense for sure. Another 2-0 victory. We're seeing a lot of those this tournament. And so, yeah, it's Eve against Vineyard now, as we said. Vineyard's back just in time. Add some Mongols as well. Well, yeah, they might add a Tartar, right? But Aztecs, I mean, they weren't really a thing the way we think of them by the 17th century, so... Definitely, like, there were a lot of natives in Mexico, but they kind of got conquered by this point. So... Wouldn't make much sense, I don't think. At least not the classic image of Aztecs. Okay, Eve's in. We're waiting on Vinard. Vikings. Oh man, that's quite a meme on the server. These random people coming in and suggesting Vikings. Yeah. They invaded and fought against Europeans? Yeah, I guess the Crimean Khanate, but the Mongols aren't like this massive empire anymore the way they used to be by this time period, so. Like by this time, Russia's pretty much taking over their niche, as it were. Alright, Eve and Vinard are in, and Eve will take the left side. Yeah, and I know I don't need to type them, somebody mentioned that, but I find this is pretty quick, so I don't mind it. It's how most people do it as well, so, you know. Hopefully we don't get any issues. Alright, we got a calc from Eve. And unsurprisingly, Vinard's going back to Zera, because that's where he's been seeing success. So. Oh, grab again by Vinard. I think Vinard's just pressing buttons really quickly. Because at this point we've established that it's nothing on my end. Or there could be something, because it's like a virtual controller, he said. Good blade beat by Eve, and then change it into another thrust there. Eve going with the aggressive approach, and it works really well. He botched the thrust, but that allowed him to punch, and Eve's actually really good at that, and he followed it right up. I don't think Vinard expected such an aggressive play from a calc. Alright, now Eve's just keeping his spacing there. Vinard's trying to go for an aggressive play there. He can't follow up that pommel strike, though. I thought he was going to be able to, but he couldn't quite do it. And Eve gets an easy thrust in there. Oh, Vinard's exposed there. Tries to recover from it, but he just gets hit with multiple attacks. So a surprisingly easy win for Eve there. I know Eve was struggling with lag. I'm guessing it's better now, but Eve for some reason plays really well on horrible lag sometimes too, so you never know. I just know he was struggling before the tournament with that, but it might have subsided. Might have just had a bad moment. Okay, Vinard will take the left side now. Let's see if Eve will keep that lead there. They both trade there. Eve eating a thrust to the head there, but he manages to stab back. Nice thrust by Eve there, perfectly timed. Sometimes Zera struggles a little bit with that, especially if those wide swings. So I think Vineyard's trying to figure out how to deal with this here. So far he's being dominated. Big, wide swings, but he just gets stabbed. Very predictable, unfortunately. So Vineyard's definitely going to have to figure something out. Trying to rush in. I'm surprised he didn't get punished there. He was dashing in up against Eve there, but it worked. I think Eve was a bit surprised. Maybe Eve was lagging at that moment. But definitely, like, when Zera rushes you like that, it is terrifying. So I don't blame Eve for freezing up a little either. Good cuts by Vineyard. Vineyard trying to bring this back now. I know Vineyard's a bit pressed for time, he said, so I'm glad he's giving it his all here. He's definitely here to win. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, Vineyard again going with that aggressive approach. Big wide swings. Eve blocking them. Excellent sword play, but he can't keep up those blocks for forever, so Vineyard gets to that point. Maybe that hyper-aggressive play will work, but Eve's capable of it too. He tries to go for those stabs. Gets tagged in the arm, though. That is true. Zera is definitely fast if you compare him to Calc, except for those moments where he pauses and, you know, acts all drunk. But yeah, those cuts are faster than you think, and more than anything, I think getting the timing between them can be difficult at times. So, like, you think when he swings, does those big wide swings, you're like, oh, I can just stab him, right? But he might still be able to double. He might be able to hit you as you hit him. So you're still in danger even when you think you're not. So Eve won a match and Vineyard won a match. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll the dice again. Same deal applies. Eve wants an even number. And it's 6 again, so Eve will get the choice of side here. And Eve wants the left. Okay. Not surprised by that. The left went really well for Eve. Yeah, there is unfortunately a bit of delay with the stream, if that's what you're talking about. There, Henry won. All right. Well, big swing there by Vineyard. Vineyard trying to keep up that pressure, but unfortunately he gets punished really easily. Maybe Eve has adjusted to that playstyle. Vineyard trying to go for side steps, some slow upward swings. Vineyard's got to watch that, though. If he tires himself out, he'll be an easy target. Vineyard going for long guard, but Eve thrusts right around it. Vineyard manages to flick him in the head a bit, but it's Eve's point. Big swing there by Vineyard, but it's just way too slow. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit substantial, the delay, but another stab by Eve there. Aggressive play on his part. Vineyard trying to get aggressive, nearly gets stabbed there. He's got to be very careful here. Accidental grab, by the look of it. Eve trying to fake him out a bit with those rush. Oh, he almost had that stab, but he gets cut in the arm. I think Vineyard was just a bit too far away. But if Calc, realistically, if he just lunged a bit more, it would have been a double hit. Well, Vineyard trying to go for a grab, but he's way too far away. Giving Eve an easy kill there. And Calc just shakes his head a little bit. Oh, man, that was perfect. Good fight, gentlemen, though. Alright, now we got the brothers fighting. As I mentioned earlier, this will be a really good fight for sure. And Sir Velociraptor will get the left side there. Alright, they're both pinged. At least we haven't had lag problems so far. That's nice to see. At least anything worth mentioning. Alright, so we got Velociraptor in. That should be both of them, right? They both have gamepads, so we should be good. Yeah, of course, we got the classic Isabella versus Marie matchup. It's easy to say Isabella has the advantage, but Velociraptor is one of the better Marie players on the server, if not the best, so if anyone's going to beat Maestro as Marie, it's Velociraptor. Very nice stabs there, keeping the distance there. The thing is, Maestro has to close that distance, but it's sometimes easier said than done. Going for long guard. Push out of range. Don't think that was meant to be done, but Maestro switching sides by the look of it. Going with long guard. Now Velociraptor has to be cautious here, has to figure out how to get past that long guard. Oh, that was really easy there. He just waited for him to thrust and then stabbed back. I think that's what he wanted. He wanted Maestro, because that's one of his strategies. He wants Maestro to go for a thrust so he can just return one of his own. Velociraptor trying to keep distance. Maestro hitting him with a bunch of attacks. Most of them are weak, so I guess it makes sense that it took a bunch of effort there. Bunch of draw cuts with a long sword, not ideal. Very painful, but won't necessarily kill your opponent. Good stab there by Velociraptor. Velociraptor trying to find that stab there, no dice. Velociraptor going with, Maestro going with long guard there. Maestro trying to land those cuts. They end up trading though as he follows it up with a thrust. Yeah, exactly. It's not child's play at all. Underestimate Marie and Velociraptor's hands at your peril. And one trick I found with Marie is I've actually played with her a little bit. Just for Hema mode. Maestro getting a kill there. Nicely done. You can use Inquartada to block her big downward cuts. If you catch it just on the hilt and on the guard, you can easily defend even her biggest cuts at close range. Just has to be timed well. Maestro closing the distance there and gets her hand. Now it's 3-3. Maestro trying to close that distance. He's being relentless, and Velociraptor just can't retreat in time. Maestro seeking to end this fight now. I bet he's going to go right for it. No, he backs off. I think that was wise of him, nonetheless. Velociraptor trying to sidestep, but unfortunately, in doing so, he wasn't backing up, and so Maestro had an opportunity to close in. This fight is really all about distance. Maestro Cake will take the left now. Maestro just needs one more win. Velociraptor trying to find that stab there. Maestro expertly blocking all of them. And Maestro times his rush. It was risky because he took a hit coming in, but it paid off well. High guard by Maestro. That's an interesting choice there. Yeah. Velociraptor saw that opening and took it. You can definitely use high guard against Marie. It's not what I would pick, though, for exactly that reason there. Maestro trying to land a push there. He was a bit too far away. Velociraptor, yeah, he gets way too close there and pays for it. But Maestro again, I think that's fainting, though. Oh, never mind. He was going for that high guard cut, and it worked well for him there. I thought he was playing psychological games, like doing long guard, then high guard, and then just messing with him that way. But he wasn't looking for the thrust. He was looking for that big cut. So Maestro taking a hit coming in, but easily shrugs it off, and then another big cut takes that hand off. Maestro just needs one more flag. Maestro going for the Russian again. He gets poked, though. Velociraptor is going to want to keep his distance. He gets cut again. Oh, then he gets a tap on Maestro. Another poke on Maestro. Oh, my God. And Velociraptor definitely tried there, but unfortunately those stabs just weren't sufficient. And Maestro wins, another 2-0 victory. Alright, so into the semifinals, we have two good matchups. We have two Saber experts fighting each other. Well, Eve also uses Calc, he might go with that. But then we've got two Longsword experts here. Toasted Bread might get the champion title this time around. That'll be really cool to see. Because that's what Toasted Bread is fighting for at this point. He doesn't have one. Definitely has the potential to get one, though, because he's an absolutely insane fighter. But first we're going to do Eve against Roderick. Oh, what? Pricing. Okay. Must have bumped something. Anyway. Yeah, Eve might go for the Gideon off if he's confident. That'll be really cool to see. Yeah, Toasted Bread says he's gunning for that title, so he's here to win. Alright, Eve says give him 10 seconds. That's not a problem. Roderick's in. I'll just give him keyboard while we wait. Yeah, poor Marie indeed. Both of the brothers have been pretty silent since that match. I hope everything's okay. Okay, they're both in. And Eve will take the left side. Roderick should have keyboard. Okay, they're both in. Roderick took Gideon. I don't think Eve can move, though, judging from what I'm seeing here. I'm going to back off here. Hang on. Eve's not in. Huh. Alright. Let's try again. Okay, that was the left. Eve should be on the left, so go ahead, Roderick. Okay, we're seeing two Gideons by the look of it. Oh no, he's going for Calc. Okay. Probably more comfortable with Calc at this point. Definitely doesn't want to fight another Gideon expert from what we're seeing here, so I think that's a fair choice as well. Using that reach of his weapon instead of just going for the brawl at close range. Roderick trying to close in with those thrusts. Doesn't quite have the reach. And Eve's just keeping his cool. Eve definitely knows what Gideon's capable of, so he knows how to handle this matchup. Nice upward cut and a downward cut there. Eve getting the first point, managing his distance well. Roderick closing in there. Fortunately, Eve was just too close to land that stab properly. Nice stab by Eve, though. Giving another point. Roderick trying to find a way to close in. Beats that long guard aside, but he can't follow it up. Upward cut by Eve, and then downward cut. That is the danger of fighting Calc. Like, because Calc has a straight sword, and he's a bit taller than Gideon, by the look of it. But more importantly, the blade is straight, so he has more reach when it comes not just to thrusting, but to cutting. So, one way or another, Roderick does need to close that distance. Eve gets another stab there, despite taking a cut from Gideon. Calc is faring well in these trades so far. It's good to see, because Calc usually doesn't, and that's why he's considered weak by many. But, you know, as Eve's showing us here, you can still use him to really good effect. Double stab into Gideon's arm wins the match for the round, sorry, for Eve. Okay, Roderick will be on the left now. I'm glad we seem to have sorted that issue out. Maybe I shouldn't jinx it, but... yeah, seeing the same character choices, unsurprisingly. I believe Roderick is fighting for a champion title too. I might be wrong. Both fighters getting dangerously close there, but that's where Gideon really excels. So even after trading hits, Gideon won that one. Nice wrist hit there with that lunge. Yeah, hello, Malik. Both going for upward cuts there, but again, that long straight blade helping Eve out there, giving him his first flag for this round. Eve trying to get a stab in, backs off, and he's just far enough away, gets that stab. Anybody's game at this point. Eve's doing some what I call the Subutai shuffle. That's where you move forward, then move back rapidly to try to fake your opponent out. I don't think Roderick's really falling for it, though. Roderick going for that stab, but again, that reach advantage is making itself known. So Roderick's kind of struggling here. Nice stab there on entry, giving Roderick another point. Oh, stab by Eve. Eve not afraid to close in, but I think that might have been a mistake. Somehow that one of those cuts was messed up there. I thought Gideon had a clean hit, but either way, he follows it up with more fast cuts, and that's his win there. I think the game might have thought Calc somehow blocked it with his guard. I don't think that's how it actually played out, though. Oh, nice cut by Roderick there. Okay, let's roll the dice here. Okay, odd number. That means Roderick gets the choice. Oh yeah, Roderick wants the left. Okay, I'm not surprised. And that, yeah, I don't have to change it. All right. Eventually see the result of this match. What do you mean? You mean this tournament? This match has been pretty smooth so far. Alright, I hope we're not having issues again. Funny, I was saying it was going smoothly, and then it just... Yeah, so I have control now, apparently. I can't back out, though. It's this weird issue where I can't select anything. Yeah, I'm pressing 5 on the numpad. That should be the select button, if I recall. I'm pressing the others, too. Nothing's happening, except movement. Alright, I'm just gonna back out of the game at this point. Because that worked last time, so we'll try that again. Shouldn't have to do that, but, you know, whatever we gotta do. It's just Parsec being finicky, I guess, or something. Same sides, go ahead. Alright, so Roderick is able to select, but I guess Eve can't. It's the right side again, the right side cursed with this stupid issue. Alright, I guess I'll try resetting the gamepads. Yeah, that's what I'll try doing. Should be reset now. I still can't select anything. What the hell? Yeah, like Roderick's selecting both of them somehow. And I don't think he's doing it on purpose, but because it's a common thing to have keyboard do this kind of stuff, so. Alright, we're in the semifinals though, so we won't have to deal with this issue for much longer either way. Like, the only thing I think could be at play is either Roderick's, for some reason, hitting both sides of the keyboard, which I doubt he's doing, or he has a keyboard splitter that's messing with things. Which, again, isn't on purpose. It's a common tool people use, but sometimes it causes problems. But I don't know what's up. Simple keyboard. Okay, so there's no weird devices going on here. It's just Some kind of bug. I guess I'll try unplugging my controller. That really shouldn't be doing anything, 'cause I'm not touching it or anything, but... Velociraptor says, Eve, fix your Stonehenge connection. Because Eve's out in the boonies, right? In the UK. Yeah, so unplugging my controller should not have made any difference, but... Oh well, let's see if it did anything. Now neither can select, apparently. Are they resetting at a parsec? No, they're not. Okay. Their ping's the same, too. Okay, yeah, that might be what's going on. If Roderick just presses a button and does nothing, maybe he's pressing more than once, and then it's causing a problem. Yeah, good point, Eve. Okay. The right side's working. Is the left side working, though? Okay, yeah, Roderick's a bit slow to move for whatever reason. It might be some delay. So sometimes I'm wondering if it is actually working or not. But it is working in this case. I don't know what... I don't think it was unplugging my controller. I think it was just luck, but it's working now, so... The other weird thing is, other keyboard users have no problem on my host, so... No idea what's up there. But the fight is underway now, so... This is for a spot in the finals. Nice sidestep by Eve, avoiding that thrust. Just messes up Gideon's arm there. And Eve lunging right in there for that stab. Can't secure the kill, though. It was a stab to the arm. Cut from the left down there, but, of course, Roderick just lunged right in there, so forced the double. Lunge by Roderick. Backs off, though. I think Eve saw an opening, but Roderick expertly backed off there and got a cut. Well, Roderick opened himself up there with that guard position. Gideon sometimes is just completely wide open when you switch stances. And so Eve seized that opportunity and stabbed right for his heart. Roderick trying to close in with that thrust. It's a really effective thrust. Ilksos loves throwing that one. It doesn't really work out here, though. Roderick needing to close in. He manages to tag him, though. That was nicely done. The spacing was just perfect there. Eve getting too close, actually, in contrast, so... Ooh, nice. Yeah, Roderick was just at the perfect distance there to land those cuts. And that might be Roderick's key to winning here. If he stays at that maximum distance to where he can land a cut, but he's not, like, ultra close, that might be his key to winning. Gets another kill. He just needs one more now. Roderick closing in. Nice lunge. It actually allowed him to duck under that blow a little bit, which was really cool. And that was a nice kill to end the match there. So Roderick moves on. And I can confirm that Roderick is fighting for a champion title here. So Roderick should be really happy right now. Especially if beating Eve. Eve is not an easy opponent. And he has a champion title himself. So now we've got Maestro Cake against Toasted Bread. And I have no idea who's going to win this one. It's anybody's game. Yeah, Maestro Cake might be my friend here, but I'm actually gonna root for Toasted Bread here. I want to see Toasted Bread fight Roderick for a champion title. No, it's okay, Roderick. You used to use a splitter. Okay. That's weird. You moved to regular keyboard specifically to prevent these issues, but then they happen anyway. I don't know how that works, but... Yeah, okay, if that was what worked before, we'll just do that. Let player 2 move and select before you. Alright, so Maestro's in. We're waiting on Toasted Bread now. And Toasted Bread is in, perfect. Yeah, I saw that. You were about to pick Gideon, but you actually ended up picking Calc. And I guess because you felt more comfortable that way. But yeah, it's possible. Maybe you should have picked Gideon because you're definitely very familiar with Gideon too. I feel like it'd be a bit of a crapshoot fighting someone like Roderick though. But it might have been the right call. You never know. Yeah, we're seeing the classic Isabella against Zara here. Yeah, this is going to be a really intense fight. Maestro Cake's been on fire so far, as is Toasted Bread, so... Both doing long guard to start, but Toasted Bread trying the windmill. Leaves him right open for that big cut, though. Nicely done by Maestro. Big swings. Ooh, Toasted going with that holy stance. They both exchange. Just hitting each other's blades. Trying to find that opening. Maestro tries the sidestep, but Toasted just snipes him. 1-1. Toasted going for long guard here. Back to neutral. Throws a cut out there. That same upward cut. Yeah, it's tough to deal with if he spaces it just right. Maestro has been very good at landing those underhows. So, yep, very good downward cut there by Toasted. Toasted going with the aggressive play now. It doesn't quite work though. Maestro just backs off and blocks those attacks. I think Maestro is trying to find that opening. Very good sidestep there. That sidestep A cut. Very beautiful when it lands for sure. And it works well on Zera because Zera often has those moments where he opens himself up. Oh, that was a big cut by Maestro, but Toasted could have punished it. Maestro was wise to back off quickly there. Another Unterhau there by Maestro. And Maestro just needs one more now. Yeah, the Underhow, it seems to be really good at sniping your opponent when you're in the middle of a cut. I think it was Eve that was mentioning that. Yeah, that was Eve. Maestro gets a quick cut there, and then he does the feint, where you do long guard, and then parry into X cut. So Maestro has the first win. But Toasted's not out of this yet. Toasted's probably going to pull something out of his butt. Yep, switch sides. There you go. Same matchup. No, it's Toasted Bread against Maestro. Yeah, you see it. Okay. It could be Roderick against Maestro, though. Maestro has a point, though. Maestro's going to win one more. Oh, nice sidesteps there by Maestro. Managed to capture Toasted Bread's blade. And that gave him the opportunity to get a superior position. Somebody paused. I'm just going to check Discord and make sure there's no issues. Toasted's typing. Let's make sure there's no problems. No, Roderick, don't say no. If you can definitely take Maestro on. Oh, Toasted's calculator open and he got a loading circle. Okay. I'll just wait a little bit and we'll see if that's sorted out. It's gone? Okay. I guess you press some... I don't know how you would do that with the gamepad, but... Alright, let's continue. It happens. Well, that's unfortunate. Right after that pause, Toasted ends up taking a hit to the leg there. Toasted stumbling in at that thrust there. Unfortunately, he was very immobile, so Maestro definitely had the advantage there. Nice, Maestro with that feint. Makes you think he's going to stab, but then he does that parry into a big cut. The problem is if you ignore the thrust, he can just straight up stab you too, so that's always the challenge when you see him with long guard. And from long guard, he can even do underhouse and stuff, so... A lot of options for Maestro. He can even just quickly change guards too. Another underhow. Toasted Bread blocks it. Toasted Bread going for windmill, keeping distance though. Yeah, Toasted's he's trying to figure out what to do, but Maestro is pressuring him the whole time, even as he keeps distance. And that allowed him to land that thrust, which I don't think Toasted was quite expecting. Oh, Holy Stance by Toasted. He might be a bit desperate, trying to use Holy Stance for spacing. Nice cut to the head by Toasted, as Maestro tries to rush in to secure that final point. High guard by Toasted, that's an interesting choice. But, you know, if Maestro cuts just out of range, that might be just what he needs. In fact, it was. Very nicely done by Toasted. Yeah, without Warden here, Maestro might very well be the best. Oh, nicely done with that underhow. Perfect single temple counter by Toasted. Toasted's still in this. Do not count him out under any circumstances. Both are playing some mind games with their guards. They don't want their opponent to guess their intentions, right? Because the moment somebody makes a mistake or understands his opponent's plan, it's over. Maestro with the underhow again. And even in that close quarters, it paid off. He managed to cover his head there. Nicely done, though, by Toasted. Toasted nearly brought that back. It's a 2-0 Maestro. Another 2-0 fight. And now we've got Roderick against Maestro. If it makes you feel better, Roderick, you do have the left side to start off. I don't know if that's much of an advantage for you, but might help. At this point, a lot of us are really skilled, so it doesn't really matter which side, but... Oh, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I hope so too, Roderick. Just try what you suggested before, and we'll hope that works. And this is the final, so... Roderick fighting for a champion title, Maestro fighting for a higher champion title, or at the very least another win under his belt. I don't know exactly how many wins he has, but he has a lot, so... But if Roderick wins this, he gets to join our ranks as one of the champions, so... Okay, both fighters are in. Okay, Roderick on the left, Maestro on the right. Let's hope we don't get further delays like Roderick said. Oh yeah, Roderick has keyboard, duh. Yeah. Yeah, that's my bad. Let's try that again. Roderick should be able to select now. There we are. They both went for Isabella. Was that on purpose? That doesn't look on purpose because Roderick's pausing here. I don't think you can back out once you're in the customization screen, so you might just need to select. Yeah, select and we'll back out. It's kind of dumb that when you select customization, you're locked in, but that's unfortunately how it works. So Roderick has to select. I mean, I can try. Apparently I can too. Okay, I selected. Let's go back. I don't know why I have control, but let's go again. Yeah, so Gideon against Isabella. Ooh, Roderick was going for a feint there, but then he pulled it right back. They both land cuts, and it's a double. HP is roughly equal, so HP shenanigans should not save either fighter to the degree they normally would. Sometimes. Yeah, Maestro of a double thrust there. Getting the first point. Maestro again with that long guard. He's really good at using that guard and hiding his intentions. That Unterhouse somehow did nothing. But Gideon might have survived it anyway. He gets a cut to the head. So Roderick gets a point. High guard, but he uses it to close in to get a pommel strike. Messes up Gideon's arm. He's tired, but he's still in the game. Not dead. Well, tries to lunge there, but yeah, the distance was just a bit wrong there. And that gives Maestro another point as he punishes that lunge. Long guard by Roderick there. Roderick might be trying to get that thrust in. Upward cut, down. Yeah, Roderick's just keeping up those cuts. Punches, but gets cut in the arm there. Maestro's tired. Roderick, okay, he manages to capitalize, barely. I think Maestro gave up there, understandably. I don't think Roderick was expecting Maestro to just get tired out of nowhere. So he nearly messed up that opportunity. Oh, grab attempt there, but gets cut. Surprised Gideon survived it, though, to be honest. Upward cut. They trade. Even fight so far. Roderick definitely should not give up at this point. Roderick has a chance to win a champion title. And he definitely has the potential. Nice lunge there, but Maestro manages to bring that blade down. Mind you, that cut was a bit weird on Maestro's part, but, you know, that's just the nature of the game sometimes. Felt like the blade should have had more speed to achieve a double, but I can see a double happening, so. Ooh, Maestro going for those side steps. Both fighters were getting dangerously close there, but just out of range. I thought we were going to see another double. Roderick with the thrust at just the right time to the face. Thrust by Maestro there. It's a classic feint move he was doing there. And then Roderick tries to stab Waters. Maestro's backing up, might be getting some lag on his end. Let's pause the game. Yeah, let's wait a bit. Okay, both fighters are getting lag, so we're gonna wait. Yeah, if Maestro's getting lag too, that's probably something on my end. I don't know what could be happening at this stage, but we'll just give it a second. These things happen sometimes. My connection has been faster than normal for most of this tourney, so, and it's usually good to begin with, so that's why I'm a bit weirded out by what's happening. But let's see if the lag is better now. I think Maestro's good. Not sure what's going on Roderick's end. He might be typing. I'm going to pause again just to make sure. Yeah, Roderick's typing on my end. Roderick can't move now. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep in mind that Roderick has 3 flags and Maestro has 2 flags. So Roderick has to win twice. Maestro must win 3 times to secure this win. Let's try this again. Since up to that point we didn't have lag, I think it's fair to just redo it. And then we'll just keep that score in mind. Yeah, everyone can move now. That's perfect. Maestro with that long guard again. Also sidestepping with some of that lateral movement. Hiding his intentions well. That thrust doesn't quite connect properly. So Gideon's not injured that badly. Oh, Roderick going for that lunge again. That's very dangerous against Isabella. Gotta get that distance perfectly, otherwise it'll be a double. In that case, Maestro just gets a kill. So at this point, both fighters need 2 flags to win this round. Oh, faint cut by Roderick, but that just leaves him wide open. It works well against Isabella, but the problem is there's that chance that if you're a bit too far away, you can get countered pretty easily. Thrust attempt to close the distance. Push! And he gets tagged a bit in the arm, but he definitely got the better end of that engagement there. So, it makes perfect sense here. Both fighters needing 1 more flag. This is as close as it gets. That's true, we might get another Gideon champ. And definitely not B tier if that's the case. I mean, he's doing very well either way. He gets another point, and that is Roderick's win. Yeah, Roderick wins the first round. And Roderick is probably feeling very good right now. He just needs 1 more round win, and he's a champion. Yeah, 1 win for Gideon there. Just making sure Roderick's aware there. Okay, so Maestro should be in now. Hopefully Roderick can move. Roderick's trying to select Gideon, I'm guessing, and something's going... Okay, never mind, he's in. It's just a bit slow. Worth noting that Gideon has... Like, there are 2 Gideon mains who are already champions, so... Yeah, 3rd champion would be crazy. Maestro getting the first hit there. Cut to the wrist. Oh man, another cut to the wrist there. Roderick just leaving himself wide open. Another cut to the hand there by Maestro. big downward cut. Sometimes Gideon struggles with that when his elbow's a little bit exposed and his wrist. Like that, in that specific guard. So Roderick's gotta figure something out here. Maestro has a bit more reach with those cuts. They both trade there. Well, Maestro tries the Unterhau there. If Roderick was closer, I think that would have worked. Almost gets punished in that big cut there. Nicely done by Roderick. Roderick closes the distance and chains those cuts together. Oh, Roderick ended up doing a kick there. That was definitely not what he meant to do. And so Maestro just needs one more to win the round, and then we'll have to roll the dice. Unterhau by Maestro turns it into a thrust. Oh my. Okay. He wins with a thrust there after 2 superficial cuts. But that kept the stun going, so it still worked in his favor. Roderick was unable to do anything there. Okay, so if it's an even number, Roderick gets the choice. It's Maestro's choice. Maestro gets to pick. But Maestro has allowed his opponent to pick before, so we'll see what he does. Vineyard, I think that's because you were pressing 2 inputs at once, or just pressing inputs really quickly. So, yeah, Maestro wants to stay in the left. He's definitely here to win. But, yeah, I think that's what was going on with you, Vineyard. Because I know for a fact that the controls are the default controls. We even reset them just to make extra sure, so... But I haven't changed them at all, so that's definitely not what's going on. And unfortunately, I don't think it's a bug. I think that's just an intended method of throwing a grab. I don't agree with it, but that's the way Kubel has done it, so... We should definitely get Kubel to remove it, though, as somebody said. So there we go, Roderick with the first point. Roderick says he's struggling to fight in the right side, so... But he's doing well so far. Unfortunately, that big cut from high guard catches him. Cool trick of Isabella is you can just throw that cut right out there without having to hold high guard for an extended period of time. That was a bit weird. It almost looked like Gideon just threw that sword right through Isabella, but it worked in his favor and they got a double. But Roderick follows that. That was a really weird double. I think that should have been Roderick's, but these things happen with Isabella. Isabella just kind of threw her blade out there and got a kill. Yeah, there we go. That was clean, though. Nice cut to the arm. Giving Maestro another point. Again, that high guard. Maestro's finding a lot of success with that, actually. Because that cut just has so much reach, and I think Gideon struggles to close the distance and to really threaten Isabella readily. That's really unfortunate there. He almost got a double hit, but Maestro Cake just got a clean cut and was able to protect himself. Maestro going straight for the thrust, no mercy. Maestro securing the victory. And so Maestro gets another champion title. Or at least another win towards a champion title. I don't know where he is right now. GG to both fighters, though. It was a good fight. Contrary to what Roderick said, he definitely stood a chance. It was pretty close. But Maestro managed to secure that second round, or third round. I think he just figured him out. And so I'm going to end the tournament here. Of course, I lost my own tourney right off the bat, but it was against Maestro Cake, the champion of this tourney, so that's perfectly fine. So we had some technical problems. Something on Broderick's end was causing issues. I don't know what, but I think overall this went pretty smoothly. So I'm not upset about that at all. These things happen. We've had tourneys that go much slower than this by a long shot, so not a big deal at all. Glad you enjoyed it, Henry Wong. As for next week, I know Venator has something planned. I think he's going to do the group stage thing he usually does with HEMA tourneys, but he's instead going to do it with the regular mode. And a lot of people seem excited for that, so be on the lookout for that. Vineyard probably has something planned as well. Those USFC fights. Obviously, those don't count for champion titles, but, they can be a lot of fun. And the timing is better for some people, for sure, especially Pekola. And yeah, I think I'll end it there. Catch you guys later.